Thank you so much. Look at him. Look at what a beautiful face. All right.
Wow! I feel violated right now.
Justin Bieber has recently spoken out about the disturbing reality of grooming in Hollywood, shedding light on a pervasive issue. It appears that influential figures in the industry, ranging from Diddy and Will Smith to Clive Davis, form a network that habitually engages in grooming under the guise of mentorship. Shockingly, despite the gravity of the situation, there seems to be a lack of action against these perpetrators. Justin Bieber asserts that the industry actively shields these groomers due to their significant power. However, Bieber has decided to break the silence, bravely calling out the misconduct.
Hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
According to Justin Bieber, Hollywood is rife with corrupt individuals who exploit and groom children. One prominent figure implicated in these allegations is Diddy, who has faced a barrage of lawsuits in recent weeks accusing him of sexual assault. These legal actions have prompted more victims, including men and young boys allegedly groomed by Diddy, to come forward. Justin Bieber and Usher are among those who have reportedly experienced grooming at the hands of Diddy. While rumors about Diddy's sexual orientation have circulated since the 1990s, the primary concern lies in the alleged misuse of power and proximity to exploit and take advantage of young individuals. An example cited is Usher, who, at the age of 13, was signed by Reed of LaFace Records after catching his attention with a performance, despite already being a budding star since the age of 10 in the R&B group New Beginnings. As Usher was preparing for his debut album, he suddenly lost his voice. This prevented him from recording, causing Reed, who factors prominently into his story later, to doubt his abilities. Reed was even considering dropping Usher from the label. However, Usher was determined to complete his album and stay under contract. Therefore, in the spring of 1994, Reed decided to send Usher to Diddy's house for a puffy flavor camp. This was a period where Usher was exposed to a lifestyle that was far too explicit for someone his age. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Usher described that period as one of his hardest days, where he was exposed to an adult lifestyle.
It was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
He also claimed he witnessed some wild things, like randomly opening a door and seeing people going at it, sometimes multiple people at once having an orgy. Bear in mind, Usher was 14 years old at the time and Diddy was 23. The age difference alone sparked controversy, but it wasn't until Usher went on the Howard Stern show that he revealed that the situation was probably much worse than we might have expected. Usher also talked about the wild parties that Diddy used to host, forming a toxic environment for a 14-year-old boy. Additionally, it is reported that Diddy paid Usher to stay with him, which is odd considering you are hardly expected to pay a child to live with you. The fact that Usher responded with a resounding, "Hell no," when Howard asked if he would let his kids go to a puffy flavor camp, tells you everything you need to know. Diddy himself has been seen making weird comments about Usher living with him. In a recently surfaced conversation between Diddy and Kevin Hart, Diddy talks about how 10-year-old Usher used to sleep in his bed and fight over frosted flakes. Given Diddy's track record, it makes you wonder if Usher was safe back then. I mean, why is there even a 10-year-old sleeping in your bed when you're like 19? However, Diddy's practice of having young boys sleep over at his house did not end with Usher. Justin Bieber allegedly had the same experience in 2009 when he spent 48 hours at Diddy's house to show Diddy the songs he had produced. And how old was Justin at that time? 15. In the narrative presented, the focus is on concerning interactions between adult figures in the entertainment industry, particularly towards young artists like Justin Bieber. The story touches upon instances involving Diddy and even Will and Jada Smith, suggesting a pattern of exploitation and grooming within Hollywood. According to the account, Diddy allegedly made lavish promises to Justin Bieber, such as a sports car at 16 and a mansion at 18, raising questions about the appropriateness of such gestures. The narrative goes on to imply that these actions, along with uncomfortable on-camera interactions, may have contributed to Justin's mental health struggles and reliance on drugs. The story expands beyond Diddy, suggesting that figures like Reed also engaged in inappropriate behavior by making comments about Justin's appearance when he was just 14. The The media is also implicated in perpetuating exploitation, with instances highlighted where Justin was allegedly subjected to uncomfortable situations, such as Ellen DeGeneres displaying paparazzi nude photos and Jenny McCarthy's behavior at the 2012 AMAs. The narrative underscores the broader issue of grooming in Hollywood, referencing the alleged experiences of Diddy and Will being groomed by their mentors, Clive Davis and Andre Harrell. The account also suggests that the exploitation extends to other artists and media personalities, creating a toxic culture for young stars. While Justin's parents are mentioned as attempting to protect him, the story introduces examples where parents in the industry might have played a role in allowing or benefiting from exploitative situations, as seen in the alleged bribe R. Kelly offered to Aaliyah's parents. Will and Jada Smith are implicated in alleged grooming behaviors, with claims that they pretend to mentor young artists, but take advantage of them. The narrative references an incident involving their daughter, Willow, and a controversial photo with Moises Arias. The story concludes by highlighting the efforts of individuals like Justin Bieber, Allison Stoner, and others who have spoken out against exploitation and are working to create safe spaces for young artists in the industry. Overall, the narrative aims to shed light on the pervasive issue of grooming and exploitation in Hollywood, emphasizing the need for better protection, legislation, and awareness for young talent. One person said, "This is such an important topic to discuss. It's such a trope where we are socially aware of the tragedies, but instead of doing anything to fix it, people just stand by and watch the train wreck. And that's not fair to the children." Also, one ex-user commented, "Can't wait for the world to realize that half of Hollywood is ran by people who exploit children and underage teenagers. Stop being surprised by it. It's not a conspiracy, it's a literal fact." So what are your thoughts about Hollywood's grooming of minors? What do you think can be done about it? Share your thoughts in the comments and we will see you in the next video.